Hey everyone, welcome back to another Dr. Twisted's Toy Time. Well, it's been a little while since I've worked on a toy video. I've done a few things, I've got a few packages in the mail. Alright, let me see. I went to this flea market called STD Flea Market. I went to a Goodwill. I got a package from a Facebook auction. The What is that creature from the Toy Lagoon? But they call themselves the Lost Toy Box on here, but I think it's the group is a creature from the Toy Lagoon. I picked up a figure from Walmart. I picked up a couple things from the Dollar Tree, and I also got a box from Big Bad Toy Store. I didn't get any walkthrough footage this time because when I went to the Goodwill and the flea market, I was hanging out with my wife and child, and we were just having fun running around, so I wasn't by myself, so I didn't get any footage. But I got quite a bit of stuff that I want to show off, so let me get started. Alright, first off, I'll show what I got from the Dollar Tree. I got these Toy Story Alien socks. I got a different set with just like the Toy Story Alien heads on it, but these are pretty cool. I like the stripes, and it's got little aliens in there. Haven't taken them off the thing yet, but got a new pair of socks. I like getting socks to match my shirts. Alright, at the Dollar Tree I also found the rest of these little Transformers that I needed. I found Bumblebee. I like how they come with these little stickers. Got Starscream. And Megatron. So now I got the complete set of 5. There you go. But those were the last 3, so now I got that complete set. Alright, moving on. At Walmart, I found this Sector's figure for $15. Normally they were, what, like $25 to $30, somewhere around there. So for $15, I grabbed her because I love Sectors. And they didn't make her in the vintage line, but I have all the vintage ones, so I didn't have her. They had the other figure there as well, but I already have the original of that, so I didn't need it. But she is cool, so I figured I'd add her to the Sectors collection. They also had the Biker Mice from Mars and the Robo Force, but I didn't really care for those too much, so I didn't get them. Alright, now from Goodwill, I'll start with the cheapo stuff. There was a bag that had these little anatomy model things in it. This one had the frog and like a piranha. So I like picking those up, so I grabbed that bag. They had this time when I went, it was really cool. They had a bunch of cool stuff. They had this Power Ranger. I'm not into Power Rangers per se, but I do love this red dino one, and he transforms into the red dino. So I picked him up, so I thought he was pretty cool. They had this version of Godzilla, so I picked him up. I love like the translucent, like what is that, pinkish. I just really like these colors. So I had to pick him up. I found this awesome Bumble ornament. It had this little Rudolph attached to him. That's why he's got this little turd stain on his elbow. But one of his antlers was broke off. I don't know if you can see that, but I loved it together. I mean, where's the, yeah, I was connected at his ear here, so it looked like this. But the broken antler, I didn't care, so, but I really love this Bumble, so I had to pick that up. They had this awesome Bigfoot. I believe this is Chat May. I already have one, but his colors are a little different. So I thought it was going to be a double, and I was like, oh cool, it'd be cool, like trade bait or whatever, but the browns are different on my other one. So that's really cool that I got a variant. Love finding variants, but I love Bigfoot, so that was really cool. They had this Battle Cat without armor. So at first I thought this was the Cringer figure they came out with, but it's the like Revolutions Battle Cat, just minus his armor. So I'm gonna just use him as Cringer with my Prince Adam figure. So I thought that was cool. When you find them for like $5 for this big bad boy, I was like, hell yeah, I can afford a double. Speaking of doubles, I got this Indominus Rex. I love Indominus Rex, so every time I see him I pick it up. But the one I have, apparently like the neck was broken or something, so there's a screw in it. I bought it like this, like that anyway, with the screw. But I got it for a good deal, and I was like, until I find another one, I'll just keep that one. But now I found a great conditioned one. So I did not know he did that. That's pretty awesome. So his arms work. I didn't know he did that light up neck thing, so that's pretty neat. My other one didn't do that. So now I got a good condition one, and I can sell or get rid of the other one. And I also picked up this robot. I had this one and the red one a long time ago. Or I know I had the red one. So I was like, I don't know if I have the blue one. So I picked the blue one up, and they had the red one there. And I got home and I didn't have either of them. So I must have sold the robots for some reason. I don't know why I sold them, but probably just one of those things where I was like, I don't need it. But I really like these robots, so I picked this one up. It was half off too, so that was cool. So I was going to go back and see if they had the red one, but I never did. So I'm pretty sure it's gone, but at least this one has its gun, and the red one didn't have the gun, so I'm not too worried about it. That was my Goodwill haul. I'm really happy with that. They had some cool stuff at during this hunt. Found some cool things to upgrade my collection. Found some variants, and found like a Battle Cat that I can use for my Cringer for my Adam. So that was awesome. Now on to the STD flea market haul, which was another really cool little thing. I think we went out for, what was it, Easter. We were trying to take my daughter out for a little, she's 13 now, so she's too old for the egg hunts, but we said we'd go to, she loves thrift store shopping with me, so I was like, we can go for a hunt. And we started going out to all the normal places that are usually open on holidays, and they were all closed. So I called this place before we drove all the way out there to make sure they were open, and they were, so made us happy that at least one place was open. But I found this guy. Never knew these things existed. It's Imperial. This one's got a little spider crawling on it. Got a bunch of little spider buddies out here. As long as they keep eating bugs and they don't eat me, I'm fine. But yeah, I never knew Imperial made like these battery operated ones. And then like a month or so ago, I found one. And then a couple weeks after that, I found a different one. And then this time I found this one. The spider is leaving. Go on, little spider. There you go. But yeah, now I found the Triceratops. I don't know how many they do have of these styles, where the eyes light up, obviously. I don't know if it makes noises or whatnot, but very cool. I thought that was awesome. I found this vintage parachute Planet of the Apes figure. Thought that was awesome. Very cool. It's the first time I've ever seen this in the wild, so I was super happy about that. This was really cool. This is like a KO G.I. Joe beachhead. Never seen this before, but I was super happy when I saw it. Doesn't have any markings except for China, but it was labeled G.I. Joe on the tag, so I don't know if they just thought it looked like Beachhead or G.I. Joe and put it there, or I'm not sure, but it does look a lot like Beachhead. And there was this guy who is from Everbright Toys. It's like that, it's not Street Sharks, but it's a different shark line. I don't see him very often. I've seen this guy before. I've had this guy before, and I got rid of him because I didn't know what he was. But I found one of the sharks a while ago. He's up on my comic cabinets back there. But I never knew he went with that line. So when I saw him again this time, I was like, I'm going to pick him up again because he's pretty neat. I like Mohawk characters, so I don't know why I got rid of him in the first place, because he is weird and unusual, and he's just my style, so that's pretty cool. Alright, I found another one of these Pez, which is awesome. I love this Pez, and for $1, I'm not leaving this one behind. I made a custom figure using one of them that I had. I thought I had another one, but I didn't see it up with my Pez, so it might be hidden somewhere, but every time I see one of these, I will pick it up. I think it's cool. They had this sticker. They had a few of the Pac-Man ones. They had like 2 of the scratch-off ones that were still never scratched off. They had this one, and then they had one with a pink ghost and different sayings. And that was $1 each, but I only picked up this one. I was kind of kicking myself afterwards, but I was kind of spending quite a bit of money since I got stuff for my daughter and my wife that day. But I love this one because it says Waka Waka, and here comes Jaws. So I figured I'd pick that up and add it to my little card collection. So I could at least, because I had these when I was a kid, which when I saw it, it brought all that nostalgia back, which I still have them in a sticker book, but they're out of the card. They're just the stickers in my sticker book. So when I saw these, I had to grab at least one. And then my wife we're doing an art show in a couple weeks, and she's making these little dice trays for Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. And we saw a jar full of dice, so I bought it for her so she can add like a few dice to her dice trays when she's selling them. But there was this mimic dice in there. It says not a mimic and mimic. I thought that was cool. And then there was this little dice that is a mimic. can't really see that, but it's got the mouth. So she gave me those two to go to my D&D collection. And there you go. That was the STD. Now let's go on to the Lost Toy Box stuff, which I usually do these in separate videos, but this one was just a couple things. So I'm just gonna show you what I got. I got this, another Ghostbusters ghost. This is the hot dog wiener one. I don't know if you can really see it in the light, but you've probably seen it before. So that was one I was needing. So I got that one. And he sent me a couple goodies too. But these are what I bought. I bought the hot dog. I bought this Mad Balls patch, which is awesome. What does that say? What a bonehead skull face. That's really cool. I don't see the patches very often, so when I saw it, I had to get it. And there was also this Mike Plug unopened card pack. I love Mike Plug. He's one of my favorite artists that did the Werewolf by Night original comics. So fantasy art stickers, hell yeah, I love that. I don't know if I want to open it. I got to decide if I want to open it even. But these are the extra goodies, which was amazing in itself. I was super happy with these. I couldn't believe he sent me all this stuff. I was like, freebies, thanks Jeff. Sent me this little Halloween pen. It's got like spider web designs on it. That's why spiders like me. So I got all kinds of spider web stuff. He sent me this Diner Monster, which is really cool because I don't have this color. So now I got to find a spot in my little window box that I just made to fit this guy in there. So that's really cool. I love that. Sent me this button. It says, laughter relieves stress, so when the boss yells, laugh. Very cool. And this is what really surprised me. Sent me a little Mighty Max, like little mini heads, mini monsters. Doesn't have the Max in it, but this thing is so cool. I love that. That is so awesome. And I did not have this one, so very cool. That made me so happy. That the freebies made me just as happy as the stuff I got. So that was an awesome little package. Now on to the finale of the video. It's already almost 20 minutes long, so let me get on with this. This is my Big Bad Toy Store package. I got the Galore figure from the Turtles of Grayskull line. Been wanting this one. It's like I've had this stuff in my pile of loot for a long time because they hold it up to 90 days. So I was trying to get stuff so I could save on shipping. So I got this Mechaneck. I really dig this look of Mechaneck because I'm getting pickier with my figure pickups. So they have to really stand out for me to get them. Since I'm running out of room. But I still love collecting toys. So if they're really cool and they fit my collection, I will pick them up. And I love picking up the original ideas for figures to add to my Motu collection. Like the ones we didn't get as kids or whatnot. So I love the Snake Men. And this was really cool. I've loved what this Turtles of Grayskull line has been doing. So this is the Ninjor. It's like a dragon. thought that was really cool. I just got this one, the ROM. I've been waiting so long for a ROM figure. Can't believe it's taken Marvel Legends this long to do a ROM. I have all the comics, which is issue 1, which is weird because they give you a little teeny comic with it. It's like there's no more Build-A-Figure pieces, I guess. Just little weird comic books for your figures to read. It's like, hey, I can read a figure or a comic book about myself. But yeah, I'm super excited about this ROM figure. I've got the, where is he? Oh, he's over here. I got the vintage big, what is it, 18-inch version? However big he is, I'm not sure exactly. I can't remember. Now I got this version. And lastly, I got the new, oh my god, I'm having a modulock. Haven't taken him out of the box yet, but he's the new Origins one. I'm looking forward to opening this because I have the Classics version, and I have a couple of the original versions, and I think this one is the biggest one of them all. So now I can display them all together and have like a big modulock army. But there you go, friends. That is my haul from the past few weeks of getting stuff, going places. I know last week I did all the toys I got from people that I did things for, so that was a crazy thing because I've been only trying to do one video a week, and that one was 3 videos in 1 week. So you got some treats lately, you got some stuff to go through and enjoy. But this one is in the books, and I was running out of room. I don't have much floor space because I got a bunch of stuff for my booth set up. I've been trying to figure out how I want to set my booth up, and then I got all the weapons and stuff still on the floor that I'm going through, and it's just been so busy lately. Haven't had enough time to set things up and go through stuff, so I need to get that done after this art show. But I wanted to show this so I can actually get it out of the way and put it in someplace. So until next time, friends, thanks so much for watching. Check out my Patreon if you can, links in the description. Until next time, peace.